My job as the construction program manager is to make construction more efficient from work planning to work execution. Take a minute, stop, and think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing, the hazards you're going to encounter, and what PPE you need. And then look out for your peers. I love working with the construction craft. I'm going to evaluate the job site. I'm going to look at housekeeping. I'm going to look at our barricades. Do we need to be doing more? Just having that questioning attitude towards what I see on the job site. And then if I see something, I'm going to say something. I stay safe because of my husband, Anthony, and my 2 kids, Aiden and Owen. My kids especially, they need me. And they need their mom to come home and be the same way I went to work.
Well, my family's everything to me. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. I stay safe because of my wife, Shantae. Hey, darling. My son, CJ, daughters, Jasmine and Mia, and especially my grandson, George. So I stay safe because of them. I'm a E&I first line manager. We manage the measuring and test equipment for the maintenance department. Well, a lot of people take it for granted. We figure we drive cars every day. We should be able to drive a golf cart. But you run the risk of getting complacent. Sometimes you jump in and don't think about buckling up your seatbelt, as well as watch for pedestrian and traffic. We've been taught move smart technique, lift with your legs, not with your backs, because you don't want to risk getting injured. We come in and we assume that everybody is ready to go to work, but sometimes just through casual conversation, you'll find out that maybe someone is distracted. And so to me, a safety hero is just someone that's constantly looking out for themselves as well as their coworker.
My current job is I manage 2 to 3 of the genetics labs. I love the people I work with. We have a wonderful lab. Everyone at the lab is amazing. And the main thing to stay safe is time management, and making sure that you have the time allocated to doing a specific task, because you can't really rush anything in the lab, or you pose either a safety hazard for yourself or anyone else who's in the lab. I stay safe for my husband Jim and my 2 boys Matthew and Michael, and our dog Ginger. My husband Jim also works at the lab, and we have known each other for almost 20 years. Matthew is my oldest. He's 5 and is in kindergarten. My youngest is 3. It's Michael. He basically loves everything his big brother does. He looks up to him. They are the reason I stay safe at work.
We start off every morning with a JHA review. It's a job hazard analysis. It comes with our package. Whenever the guys get a package, the JHA is already in it. That's a list of the hazards that go on, particularly through the job. You get to know these guys because you see them every day. And the ones that you can tell something may be bothering them, you can pull them to the side, just to kind of get a feel of what's going on. And maybe you can adjust his work for that day to help him so he doesn't put himself in harm's way. I have 2 sons that work out there, actually. I get to see him more at work than I do at home. I stay safe because of my wife, Angie, my daughter, Lily, my son, Jake, my son, Ryan, and my son, Taylor. My son, Jake, loves basketball. Yeah, when Jake does have a basketball game, we're all piled up in the bleachers. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and my wife, Angie, Lily, and Ryan, cheering on Jake. I'm very proud of him. My family means everything to me.
Yeah! Good shot, Drico!
I work with Department of Energy in the area of environmental cleanup. When I go out to observe the work that's going on, I always make sure that I contact the site STR. I always ask him to drive me around to be able to look at all the work that's able to go on and know that I'm in a safe part of the site, but still can do my job as well. especially for D area because it is a construction site with lots of heavy equipment, lots of activity going on at the same time.
This side will be clean and we can just pump
I stay safe because I have a sweetheart at home that expects me home every day.
Come here, bud.
I stay safe because of my husband, Dale.
Okay.
He is my best friend. My time with him is very special. And so if I'm not safe, if I end up hurting myself some way, then I can't have that special time with him.
Safety and security is number one to me and my team out here. Vehicle safety. When it comes down to the walk around of the vehicle, the 360 walk around, checking for hazards that may have happened, may have taken place to the vehicle. Anything that may be in your path as you're backing up, we want to identify it and get corrected before operating that vehicle.
There you go.
I stay safe because of my family. My wife, Margie, my daughter, Makari. I have an adult son. His name is Chris. He has his own son, which is my grandson. His name is Kamani. I don't want to ever have to go to work one morning and not return that evening in the same way that I left that morning. Everyday safety hero. That's what we should all strive to be. Because if we're a safety hero every day, that means we're going home safe.
I work for the salt waste processing facility. I'm the lead chemist for the lab there. Safety is part of everything that we do. We have a mock-up in the Parsons Technology Center. We're currently working on developing our methods, writing our procedures, and training our lab technicians.
Touch the floor. Yeah, what we're going to do is going to mimic.
Obviously, we have a schedule that we try to meet, and things do get hectic. However, safety is always number one. We use this thing called the 2-minute rule. Just take 2 minutes, stop, just evaluate what you're doing before you start it, or just take a minute to regroup.
All right, task complete.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, I stay safe because of Havana, my little Yorkie Terrier. She's known as Vanna. My mom and my sister, they're all in Puerto Rico, so she's all I have here in Augusta, Georgia. She spends the day protecting the house all day. When I come home, I know that she's gonna be there waiting for me, and she always greets me, all excited to see me. She gives me 1,000 kisses a day, and she just likes to keep me company.